Welcome back, painting friends. Today we're going to paint a little Valentine tree. So the colors you're going to need are pretty simple: white, black, pink, red, and purple. I always keep my favorite 4 brushes in the studio: my 1-inch flat brush, my 10-6, and 1 round brush. Make sure that you have a cup of water and a rag for keeping those brushes clean. And remember, if you love what you're seeing here today, make sure that you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you're kept up to date on all of the tutorials. I'm going to take my 1-inch flat brush and I'm going to paint my entire canvas white. Now we're going to let this dry. When we come back, you're going to want to have some sort of a hard card, a piece of cardboard. This is just an old gift card I have. So this is what I kind of keep in the studio. But you're going to want to have a hard card or a piece of cardboard for the next step. So let your background dry and then let's add on this fun background. With a totally dry background, I'm now going to take just a paintbrush and my card, and I'm going to add white paint to the end of the card. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of black. I'm talking almost no black. So we want very minimum black on there. And then we're just going to take that card and we're going to just run it across our canvas, leaving some lines of like black and white. And I like to go top to bottom and left to right as I do this. And we're just really looking for a very interesting background that kind of reminds me of like a newspaper. That's kind of what my inspiration is. So this is going to take a while, but that's the look we're going for. So a lot of white on your card, a little bit of black, and have fun. I'm going to bump into speed motion because this is going to take a while. Okay, I really love that background. So I'm going to go in with my number 6 round brush and a little bit of pink paint just to kind of lay out where the heart's going to go before I add the tree in. So I want my heart to be right in the center. So I'm just going to make a nice big heart. And then let's add that tree in. So I'm going to take white paint on my brush with just a little bit of black on it. So white paint, a little bit of black, and I'm going to make my branches just kind of hug this heart. So I'm going to start just up here out to the side and kind of just bring these lines down right along that heart. Same thing on the other side. Maybe I'll have this one kind of wrap around it. And then the base of the tree will be just right down here. Ooh, a little bit too much black, not a big deal, just add some more white. Now I'm going to wipe that brush off and I'm going to grab a little bit of watered down black paint for my root system. And my root system is just going to be right down here, and I'm just going to kind of make a couple of little squiggly lines. And these lines can kind of go on top of each other, around each other, anywhere you want. And then back up at the top, I'm going to add some more branches to my tree. Now you can add as many branches as you want to this, totally up to you. But when I add branches, I like to make sure that I kind of start at the edge of the branch, and when I bring it in, I just pull it all the way down to the base. I think that just kind of helps it connect a little more. And when you're making your super skinny branches, you can always use that watered down black paint. Just add some white to it. And then you can even make some teeny tiny little skinny branches that connect to that tree as well, because we are going to hang some hearts on them. So you're going to need some of those little skinny branches. And I'm going to take just a little bit of black, maybe watered down black to make it really thin. And I'm going to go through here and just add a little bit of fine line black detail with that brush, just on these like outside edges. I just want to give them a lot of depth. So a little bit of black paint, a little bit of water on my brush. Just kind of really give these edges of the tree some definition. And then right down here on the tree, I'm just going to add a couple of lines. I'm going down just to show a little bit of texture with that tree. And those lines are just going to kind of swoop into those roots. All right, we're going to let that dry. Let's go ahead and work on that heart a little bit more. So I'm going to take red on the edge of my heart, and then I'm going to move it into pink and then into white. So red at the edge, moving into pink, and then moving into white. I'm going to take my white and now put it in the middle. I did not really wash my brush off. I just kind of wiped it off. Add some of that white right there in the middle. Nice light pink color. And then I'm just going to let these colors kind of blend and play together. I can grab some pink paint on my brush. I'm going to put it right here in that middle area. And then if you want yours to have more red or more white, you just kind of keep blending it until you like it. So I'm going to wash my brush off so I can get some nice clean white right here in the center. So as that heart dries, now I'm going to go in and just kind of add in my details around my tree. So I am going to drop a couple of skinny black lines down for my little hearts to hang on. So a little bit of black paint on my number 6 round brush. Just going to drop some lines down. These are where my little hearts are going to go. When I make my hearts, I'm going to start with white paint, and I'm going to make my heart shape just with white. And then I'm going to pick my color. I did not wash my brush off. I still have white on there. And I'm going to add that color to the edge, just like I did with the heart in the center. I'm just going to kind of blend those colors together. So I want the inside to be just a little bit lighter than the outside. All right, I'm going to bump into speed motion because there's a lot of hearts we got to add on here. I went ahead and let my picture dry, and then I laid it down on my studio table because I'm going to now go in with Sharpies and kind of just add some fun little doodles. So I'm going to use a ultrafine Sharpie as well as a fine Sharpie. And I'm just going to go around and add some fun little doodles to my heart. So I'm just going to start with like some scallops along the edges. And really any doodle you want to do is totally fine. So I'm going to scallop around the whole edges. I'm probably going to draw some little lines that come up and maybe add some flowers to it. And I mean, any kind of doodle you want to put on here is fine. It does not have to be anything special or difficult. But what I like to do is kind of repeat my shapes. So if I'm going to add some flowers, I'm going to add multiple flowers. I'm going to doodle the scallops all the way around the edges. I might even go in here and add some like little circles or dots to these hearts. I think I'm just going to do some dots around the edges, just to kind of mimic some of that doodling going on all over my my hearts. So grab some Sharpies. If you want to use a paintbrush, you can, but let's just add some fun doodles to our hearts. And there we have it. When you're finished, you can either use a Sharpie or a color that's going to show up well on your canvas and sign your name. I always put my initials in the bottom right corner. Remember, I never get to see what you're making at home unless you take a picture of it and post it to my Facebook page, Painting with a Purpose. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Painting with a Purpose, so you're kept up to date on all of my tutorials. And remember, as always, stay kind, stay creative, and stay safe. Have a great day, friends. Bye now.